Homelessness, chronic inebriates, and affordable housing. Those are just some of the challenges the Bemidji community faces when it comes to housing shortages. State and local leaders spent their morning addressing those challenges and discussed how they can be part of a solution. Catherine Silver has our story.
Housing advocates are facing the affordable housing challenge.
We heard, I think, a real attitude in this community, which is very positive.
State and local leaders met in Bemidji today to start a conversation about the region's housing needs.
It's all about a community conversation. It's about building those relationships, having those tough discussions, but then also trying to figure out what resources are available to address some of those issues in the future.
In Bemidji, the supply of affordable housing simply isn't meeting the demand.
We have a need for 250 units of rental housing in Bemidji. Half of it market rate and half of it more affordable.
And housing advocates say problems like homelessness and chronic inebriates need to be addressed.
In 2013, we turned away 569 unduplicated children. Oh, wow. That's 569 kids that couch hopped or stayed in situations that was not safe, and the parents know.
One of the biggest needs that we heard a lot about this morning is the need for housing for the homeless.
A healthy community needs to provide housing for everyone across the economic spectrum.
But adding new affordable homes isn't the only solution, and these local leaders say additional supportive services are needed to stabilize the lives of those in need. That way, a socially responsible decision can lead to overall economic growth.
The conversation was very interesting because there was a good recognition of it's important to save lives, but it's also important to look at the economics of that, and it is much more economical.
It's really about getting people to school, getting people into jobs, and really teaching them responsibility about saving, about contributing to the support of their families, and to not just be looking for a handout.
And these leaders are optimistic about reaching that goal. They believe this is just the beginning of a new chapter of possible solutions. Reporting in Bemidji, Catherine Silver, Lakeland News.
The housing advocates plan on continuing this conversation throughout the state. Their next meeting is in Austin.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.